Hi guys, how are we doing? As I record this, this is in fact the morning of the game against the game that we're going to talk about, which is Crewe up against Grimsby Town. Another sort of playoff 6-pointer, shall we say, as the Mariners go to the Railwaymen on. Like I said, as I record this tonight, as we head to Crewe for, like I said, this very important game. The team news, which I've just seen around about an hour ago, as of recording this, it looks like we've got Cam McJanet back. It looks like he's going to be back. So we might be getting a couple of options. I think. I'm surprised if you see Gezzatore playing tomorrow as well, I think. But I think injury-wise, not too bad. John Tumler took the Humberside interview. Not too bad in general. I think it's going to be no major injury concerns coming out of the pre-match press conference, which is good to know for the Mariners. We finally got hopefully a bit of steadiness in that regard, because this is going to be a difficult game against Crewe, and we'll need as many hands on deck as we can get. But I'll give you a few facts and figures as well during this video, and we'll go from there. In regards, we'll crack on with a few stats that I know, and also I am using the BBC website for this, BBC Sport website for this. So please do not come at me if some of the facts and figures seem to be wrong. As we know so far this season, Crewe lie in 9th place with a points tally of 58 points, while the Mariners lie in the final playoff place, 7th on 62 points. Goals scored, 45 goals scored for Crewe, while 54 goals have been scored for the Mariners. And some other facts around that. Goals conceded, though, is 55 for the Mariners, whereas it's 39 for Crewe. The total shots for Grimsby Town this season is equated to 321 points. Shots. And 281 shots for Crewe. And on target, we've been on target 156 times to Crewe's 139 times. Our pass accuracy for the season has been 68.84% to Crewe's 71.72%. And again, points from a losing position, games from a losing position is 12 for the Mariners, but 15 from Crewe. So they're quite good at coming back and gaining points from a losing position, whereas points dropped from a winning position is quite the opposite. Crewe have dropped 13 points from winning positions, whereas the Mariners have only lost 8 points from winning positions. So that's kind of proof that when we sort of take the lead or we're leading, the Mariners seem to be able to hold our lead or get something from it, which is good to know. If we look at the recent form guide of the sides, the Mariners have won 3 of their last 5 games, losing the other 2, whereas Crewe haven't won in 5 games. They've had 3 draws and 2 defeats. The most recent one was the 1-0 defeat on Saturday at home to Port Vale. Obviously, we got that great win thanks to Evan Corey's fantastic strike from about 18 yards out against Colchester on Friday night. So we've also beat the league leaders in that time frame as well, including the 1-0 win at Newport against Newport County the Saturday before. So you'd think, well, that obviously means the Mariners are good in all competitions. In the last 24 times that the Mariners and the Railwaymen have played, Crewe have the upper hand. They've actually won 12. They've won 50% of the games. We've won 8, and we've drew 4. So actually, half the games that we've played against Crewe, we've actually lost. So it's that's an interesting stat. I thought it'd be a bit closer than it is really. If we look at the previous score lines between the two, the Mariners have won 2 out of the last 3 though. The first one coming December 9th of 2023, which was David Artell's first home game in charge of the Mariners, a 2-1 win at Blundell Park then. At the end of last season, on April the 13th, the Mariners ran out 3-0 winners at Crewe last time out. Last time we played Crewe, though, which was at Blundell Park on December the 14th, Crewe did come away with a 2-0 win from Blundell Park. So, again, that stat really, really does surprise me. That Crewe have the upper hand in recent meetings. Why it surprises me, I don't know, but it sort of does. And a few match facts here for you. Crewe have lost 4 of their last 5 league games against Grimsby, winning only the 1, though that was back in December. So they've only won 1 of the last 5 league games, which I suppose is a good omen, but the overall record not so great. Grimsby Town have won both of their last 2 away league games against Crewe. That was both 3-0 when we won at Crewe. And we'll be looking to win 3 in succession for the first time since September 1978. Wow, that was 9 years before I was born. Wow. 1978 was the last time we won at Crewe 3 straight times. Who knows? Each of Crewe's last 3 home league games played in April have seen them lose 3-0. That was all last season. So every home game they played in April last season, including ours, on the 13th, ended 3-0. I don't know whether it'll be the same here. Same again, I don't know. Grimsby are winless, though, in their last 4 midweek, Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday games. Only drawing 2 and losing the other 2. This after winning 4 in a row beforehand. Basically what that's saying to me is they have got absolutely no idea which way they're going to go, I don't think. And obviously a couple of players to watch for Crewe is the players such as Courtney Baker-Richardson, who is a good centre forward for them. So, we've got to be careful of the threats that he is going to pose, which I'm sure he will. And also, they've got Kane Hemmings, the former Port Vale and striker and Kidderminster striker, as well as Chris Long, who has been associated with Crewe longer than the Stone Age sometimes. They have got some good players, and obviously Nicky Demetriou, who's just signed a new deal recently with Crewe. They've got some good players, even in their starting 11, that we're going to have to be wary of. And obviously, the one major Mariners link is Omar Bogle, who is now at Crewe, and he's been there since the start of the season. So, I'm sure the fans will want to get one over on Omar if we can. and they're going to feel a little bit hard done by after the Port Vale game. I did watch that game actually on Saturday, and in fact it was a very tight game. You know, Crewe played some good football, obviously, and it was a tight game. They didn't have it all their own way, and obviously Lee Bell being the manager there obviously knows our manager, because there's the other link. Is obviously everyone knows of David Artell's time at Crewe. He's had a very successful time against his former side. He obviously knows Lee Bell from his time at Crewe. So there's kind of like mini stories going on during this, which will be interesting, especially if Omar. It wouldn't surprise me if Omar Bogle started against the Mariners. It really, really wouldn't. Because obviously they're going to want to hope that the former player effect could come in. Hopefully, one thing, not only could Cameron Janet probably come back in, hopefully we might see, speaking of former players for them, Callum Ainley might make an appearance against Crewe. Who knows? Be nice for him to get one over his former employers. So it's one of these games that really is like a playoff 6-pointer. Really, it's better than saying a relegation 6-pointer, isn't it? To be honest. What do I think is going to happen? You know, we've got the threats like you'd expect with Danny Rose, and which I'm sure will play again. I think people like Justin Abiku, I think the only way we'll have Justin back is playoffs, really. So the long-term injuries are still the long-term injuries. But obviously, Jaden Luca may start up top alongside Rose. That's probably what I'd expect. But you know, Barrington did a job up there. He got the assist for Corey's goal, so you never ever know really what's going to happen. But I've got a feeling it'll either be Luca or it'll be Barrington up top with Rose, I would imagine. And I think most of the team will be the same. We might have one or two changes maybe, but I don't think Artell will want to change too much, not after getting the win there. He did say it's similar in big games as it was against Colchester, which is right. What do I think is going to happen though? What do I think is going to happen in this match? Now, what do I think is going to happen, and what do I hope is going to happen? I think if we win this game, I think we'd have to put ourselves as favourites to maybe make the playoffs, to be honest. But like I said, we've got to be wary at Crewe, because they are a decent team with decent players, so with a good set of players. So it's all to play for, this one. What do I go for? What do I go for? I think we're going to have to score more than we did. I don't know. I'm going to be positive, and I'm going to go 3-1 against Crewe. Now, we scored 3 the last time we were there. Can we do it again? But who knows? Who knows? I think we will need to. I think if we're going to get anything out of this, I think we will need to score first. And I'm confident that if we do score first, we'll get something out of the game. So I'm going to say 3-1. Goal scorers then? Anything like last time, really. I'm going to say Jaden Luca, Harvey Rogers, and I will say Danny Rose will get one. I just always feel like, even when Danny doesn't score, he's always effective on the field. You know, and I think that he will get one. Hopefully we'll get more minutes as well for Jordan Davis. Be nice to see him probably getting maybe about 30 minutes this time to try and have an effect. I'm not expecting him to start, but I think he'll be hopefully involved as well as Geza Toure. So we'll see. But I'm saying 3-1. Guys, leave your scorelines and your thoughts down below for me. Just a little bit of a quick one tonight with the time that it is. If you are going this evening, do travel safe. I know that at last count we had nearly only 50 tickets remaining of the allocated. So credit to everyone that's going there. I will not be there, unfortunately, for this one, but I will be watching it on Sky Sports Plus. So if you can't get there, then it will be on Sky Sports Plus at 7:40. It will start 7:40 for a 7:45 kickoff. So leave your comments down below and your predictions and questions and comments and all that good stuff, and I'll get back to you as soon as I see them. Do like, do share, do subscribe, do hit that bell button. That'll let you know when I upload the review, which will be coming not long after the final whistle. In the meantime, guys, up the Mariners. Let's go and see if we can get another 3 points. But I would take a point out of this, to be honest, if we can take something out of this. But I'm going to go for a win. Leave your scores and comments down below. I will see you with a review after the game. In the meantime, guys, like I said, once again, like, share, subscribe, hit that bell button, and hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you guys in the next game. In the next game? In the next video. Until then, guys, have a good one. And I'll see you in the next one. Ta-da for now.